Recently, a good friend of mine, Dale from down in Texas, shot a video pretty much focusing on his hiking stick. Now, I won't do as good a job as Dale did talking about his. He looks to be using his as a defensive weapon and all kinds of things. I always hope that I never have to do that myself, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about my hiking stick here. And what I'll do is we'll kind of go over it. This hiking stick here I've been carrying since 2009, and the reason for that is the wooden part of the stick itself, none of the other things you see on here, was a prize. And the prize was for finding a very difficult geocache called Spiders and Snakes. Now, I'm not sure how good this is going to show up. Right here. If you were the first finder of this difficult geocache, then this was your prize for being the first finder, winning this hiking stick. It's made by a very special fellow. He went by the geocaching name of Zagi. Sadly to say, Zagi passed away at a very young age and is very much missed. He had some heart ailments, and actually he died the day he was out geocaching doing a strenuous hike. Went home and laid down and never woke up. So I bring Zagi's stick with me when I go hiking, and you'll notice that there's a few things I've added to it. Now this right here, this glass ball, this is kind of what makes my hiking stick just so special. Yes, you can look at that. I found this glass faceted ball one time when I was hiking in the woods, and I saw this old farm dump, and I started pawing through it like I typically will, and I found an old chandelier. All the pieces were missing except this one glass ball right in the middle. So I unfastened it from the chandelier, brought it home, set it on my workbench. Well, when I won this stick, the first thing that entered my mind was to attach it to my hiking stick. So it's been there ever since. I like to tell the kids that when the sun's shining and it passes through this, it shoots rainbows all over, so the stick is full of magic, which with or without that ball, it would have been true anyway. Now just below that is a tag. This is to do with geocaching. It's a dog tag, and it's called a travel bug. If you are a geocacher, which I used to be quite a bit, now not so much anymore, but if you are a geocacher and you see this tag, there's a number right here that you can record online and say that you discovered this stick in my possession. So that's a way of making a discovery. Now below that are 3 different Letchworth State Park hiking stick pins that I've pretty much collected and fastened them to my stick. They go with me everywhere because my heart is here at Letchworth, and because of that I really need to have these on there to portray that. Getting a little windy here, we'll just kind of go and put the wind to our back. Now at the very bottom of the stick is something special. Now I don't know how many of you guys have hiking sticks, but from time to time they can split out or even break off on the end. And what I've done is I found a metal part from an old hoe that I had that I was throwing away, and I took that off the wooden handle and I formed it onto the bottom of my hiking stick. Now in that end there, to keep the wood and everything safe, I put a piece of beryllium copper rod. It takes forever to wear a piece of beryllium copper rod out. So that is really good, and it kind of helps you when you need that grip in the ground, or maybe you're flicking a stick off the trail ahead of you. So that's pretty much it. I do use this as a, well, I like to say it helps me to be a tripod. You know, standing with one point focused, fixed with 2 legs actually gives you more stability. If I'm hiking down a hill, I'll plant my stick, put my foot against it as I go down like this, and it keeps my foot from sliding out. And I don't know how many times that saved me from falling down a slope. So there's not a lot more I can say that Dale already said. Yeah, you could use it as a defensive weapon. Something come and got a little too close, you could kind of poke at them and shove them back. But I just want to thank Dale for the inspiration he gave me to shoot this video. I'm down here in the Genesee River inside Letchworth Park in an area called Lee's Landing. This is where they put the rafts in. If you ever come to Letchworth, you want to go rafting here. It's a 5.5-mile journey down through this canyon, and you see the canyon from the bottom up, and it's spectacular. I've done it several times. So once again, thanks to everyone that watches. I hope you enjoyed this little talk on my hiking stick, and I hope that you also will be inspired to maybe talk about yours. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll be back with more.